How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is My Hero Academia, episode 14 of season 4. This week I can peek at the title, which is titled Bright Future. So, positive, awesome. After last week's episode ended on... I don't even know where to begin, because from the animation to Deku just going to us getting a peek at Deku of what he will be like once he has evolved. It was just really breathtaking last week's episode, and I absolutely enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see where things go, because Overhaul is practically dead, because Deku absolutely destroyed him, and then he destroyed him in the afterlife, basically. We found out what Eri's quirk was as well, after Overhaul has been so fascinated about Eri throughout this season, experimenting on her. We found out what her quirk was, as well as why it was so easy for Overhaul to get to Eri in the first place, because she was watched over by the old man that took in Chisaki as well. And yeah, we found out that her ability is being able to rewind objects, or mainly people, but she was able to hold back Deku's quirk from injuring himself. So yeah, but it's uncontrollable as well. So hopefully Eri is going to be able to get the support that she so desperately needs, because of course she has suffered a lot of torment and abuse and horrific acts under Overhaul. And now Overhaul is completely done for. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how things do proceed with this episode, because like I said, it was a very, very fascinating, incredible. It was very, very moving as well. Even before, like, we saw Deku go 100%, like when he rescued Eri, it was really, really moving stuff. So there were a lot of elements in last week's episode that was absolutely tantalizing, and I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed. I think it was a incredible and powerful end to Overhaul's reign of tyranny, basically. So I really, really loved how powerful last week's episode was. But yeah, with that said, let's jump into episode number 14 for My Hero Academia. This is Bright Future. Let's go.
Save Eri! One small child who's relying on me to help her!
That monstrous scream,
How
though.
can I call myself
a hero
who saves everybody?
Beautiful. And that shot is also beautiful as well.
Of this organization to bring honor and glory to the Yakuza.
Someone's gonna be disappointed.
Then I'll take the finished drug along with the serum and see your plan through.
Oh my god, no.
For the Hasai Kai. And for you, Kai.
Oh!
You're Corona, right? I know how your power works, so don't even
I'm
try
a
to use
GK!
it on me.
What you did was wrong, though I know you were trying to protect our honor. And I appreciate that, Chisaki.
Can't go overboard and... Oh, shh. Oh, Lord. Oh, God, he's literally supersonic right now.
Results in people dying. You're a cursed human.
Oh, no, Eri. Can someone not take her off, or...
I'm sorry, Midoriya.
No, good job.
Check to make sure we didn't miss any victims. The League of Villains may still be nearby. Search for them.
Yes, ma'am.
They're like, nope. So, Vicgum, woo! The Saikai is done.
couldn't face you, but you have to see him again. I know he wants that. So you have to pull through.
We're in a hurry.
Nighteye, come on, Nighteye. He has to pull through. He has to pull through.
Midoriya. Many people.
A little distracted watching Izuku.
Run away fast!
Sorry we're not there,
Twice.
so you have to get your hands dirty.
Just the one hand, my dear.
We couldn't get the girl at the center of
Plural.
the plan, but we're pretty sure you'll have.
Hey, Lizard, stop weaving. I get motion sick.
Don't call me Lizard! The name is Spinner!
Shut
Oh,
up and
God.
focus on driving.
What would Stain say
Listen
about
to Uncle
this? Is
Crow.
attacking the police in line with his desires for a true hero society? I'm not so sure he'd approve. It's a necessary.
You may be able to disintegrate whatever you touch, but that won't work against sand.
Yeah, it's
He's
coarse
got
and
a
it gets
point.
everywhere.
He's getting pretty famous.
Shigaraki is only a misdirection.
A little
So he's
sleight of
basically
hand, if
said
you
that
will.
got good.
Now,
Oh, shh.
watch carefully as the police car flies through the air. No trickery or
Families of those you murdered in cold blood!
I don't think he cares. Oh my god. Darby! Wow.
That got pretty intense.
Darby
But
and
sand
Compress.
doesn't burn,
Holy.
does it?
I'm pretty sure he could only turn his top half into sand, so he's probably dead.
Wow.
You're too full of yourself.
Oh?
For the arm.
2 little boxes. Which one holds the finished product? Don't you agree? If we don't cut that off, your whole body will turn to dust.
Holy shit!
Just like that, you're helpless. A weak, quirkless loser.
So he
And
lost
all the
both
fruits of your
arms.
labors belong to me. Now you don't even have a thumb to suck on. You're doomed to watch from the sidelines as your dream. Next, it's our turn.
This is one of the reasons why I love Tamura. He is savage. Tamura Shigaraki is just the best.
He made sure to slam him back down near that big hole. He fought strategically to minimize the damage.
He did.
It's tough when the villain's
is-
so big.
Taking lessons from
Meanwhile,
Night-Eye's lesson.
Those who are injured during the fight
yeah,
were
taking
transported to a nearby hospital for treatment.
advice from his lesson.
I did a thorough examination, but other
Jesus.
than your arm, there seems to be nothing out of the ordinary.
Majiki cracked a bone in his face, and he has some other minor injuries.
Maybe.
But none of them should leave a scar. Fat Gum has a few broken bones too, but he seems mostly fine otherwise. Luckily, the blade that stabbed Rocklock didn't hit any vital organs. Who's to say how powerful she really is? We have no idea what her limits are.
I know what
Exactly.
you mean. If you hadn't been there to make her
Unpredictable.
stop, I'm not sure what would have happened.
Teaching her control will be
There'd be
especially
no
hard
Deku.
since her
Sir always admired him so much.
There's nothing more we can do. To be honest, it's a miracle he survived this long.
My healing can't help him either. He's too far gone for me to save.
Night-Eye.
I'm sorry, but you should prepare yourselves. I don't think he'll live to see tomorrow.
No, no.
I'm so sorry.
To do with the energy contained in thoughts. The power of a vision so strong it leaves no room for
I'm
doubt.
not so sure. It might be
Strives
airy.
toward the desired future. It wasn't just Midoriya. Everyone there truly believed that what they were fighting for could come to pass.
There's a lot of power in there, like
Maybe what we saw today
pursuit to
was
rescue
the
Eri.
result of that energy converging on Midoriya.
Don't die on me!
Mirio, I failed you. This is my fault.
You did it.
If only I'd been there.
Don't say that! You were always there, teaching me and showing me how to be strong. Everything I am now is because of you. Don't you see?
You grew a lot of faith for
Became
him.
my pride and joy. One last time. Let me see.
Oh,
You'll be okay. laughter to balance the sorrow, this world cannot hope to have a bright future.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is not the time for jolly music. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Son of a bitch. I thought the guy would pull through. I was so certain he would pull through. I don't know if there's... I don't think there's a post-credit. No, there isn't. I gotta say, that ending was super bloody ultra powerful. For a Fallout episode, though, that was absolutely intense for a Fallout episode with the League and that ending. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't like that episode whatsoever. Like, emotionally speaking. I thought it was a good episode, like, story-wise, but my emotions are not, like, do not appreciate being whammied like that. Oh, that was really, really ruthless. Not just emotionally, but from the League as well. Like, I mean, people, like, I've seen a lot of people say, this is, like, why Overhaul's my favorite villain, and he is, like, gonna take some beating in terms of, adversaries, because Overhaul was a very, very fascinating villain who made you hate him so, so much, and I think they did a very, very good job at making Overhaul an absolutely incredible villain. But my heart just can never resist a bit of Shigaraki, especially with how brutal he is and how savage he is. And I just love how developed he is as well, because I think this is the thing that All For One would be proud of, is how they held back and waited until the storm cleared so they could pick the scraps. The scraps basically being the permanent quirk-erasing bullets. And yeah, they did not rush in whatsoever. They just waited until... Not just the fact that they waited until everyone would least suspect it, I guess, but he gave Overhaul... He gave Overhaul what he wanted to give him. He got the one-up on Overhaul. In spectacular fashion, because Compress was there, took one of his arms. It didn't register to me at first because Overhaul didn't register any kind of pain, but I guess he'd be so used to it. And then when Shigaraki erased his right arm, I think it was, yeah, that was when I was like, this is ruthless. I mean, to be fair, what the League were doing before was pretty ruthless, because they managed to kill the Sand Hero, Darby and Compress, because he's half sand, so it's basically like slicing someone in half, isn't it? Yeah, but this is the thing. Shigaraki has been eyeing to stick the middle finger at Overhaul, and he did it as well with his face, like with the mask taken off as well, which was very, very interesting. I don't know. I would say as a way to taunt him, because he has never liked Overhaul for 1 second. So this is the face of someone who will always be above you, no matter what kind of god complex was running through your head when you came to me all that time ago and killed Magna. I will always surpass you. So this is the face of someone who is way, way better than you. So that's the way I'm taking it. But yeah, and it's scary now that they've got the quirk erasing bullet, because bullets, should I say, because Tamura looked at All For One as a father figure, and we know that I've said it before about how not Shigaraki, Overhaul's plan was on a similar level to what All For One could do. And because Tamura looks at All For One with such inspiration, this is kind of like appealing to All For One even further, not just the strategical mindset in how to screw over the Hisaikai, but also the fact that they are able to basically continue what All For One was doing all that time ago. So, and not just that though, but I would like to think of the two leagues as on different mindsets. The Hisaikai are logical, they are strategical. Not to say the League of Villains aren't logical, because what they did in this episode was pretty smart and scary. But if I was to associate the Hisaikai and the League as some kind of terms, I'd say the Hisaikai are pretty smart. We've seen essences of their intelligence throughout this season. And the League are more erratic. They are more unpredictable, which is like I think a testament to them showing up and, like I said, collecting the scraps after the storm. So, yeah, I gotta love the League. Like, Tamura is an absolute savage, and not just that though, but it was great to see a bit of Darby as well, because I like Darby, as well as Spinner as well. Like, him continuing his fanboyism over Stain. I think it's kind of cute and funny, to be fair, because he was like, is this what Stain would want? So, I love he's like Stain's #1 fan. He even cosplays as him. So, no, but it was great to see a bit more of the League, because we've had bits and pieces of like everyone else, but like there's been a few characters who have just been there, so it's great to have them a bit more involved rather than forgotten, because this might be I'm assuming this is going to be the last time I don't know, because we saw a bit of Tamura at the end of last season, and I thought like after the whole All For One versus All Might deal, that will be the last we see of them. They are just hiding in the shadows for now. So this might be, for all I know, this might be the last time we will see Shigaraki this season. So, it was great to have a bit of spotlight during this whole arc on other characters in the League. So yeah, yeah, I just really loved how this episode went down, because it was an exciting Fallout episode. We got a bit of more backstory as well. Which is pretty, like, there's a bit of heartache going on with Overhaul as well, because he can never wake up his father, because that's the thing he promised. And the only person that he really kind of respected. And now that he's got no arms, his father's in a coma. Like, you may as well switch off the life support machine and all that jazz. So, yeah, because he's the only one that can wake him up. So, because there's in theory his arms could regenerate. I'm assuming Overhaul's arms could regenerate, especially with Eri. But that is a big, and I don't mean big, I mean colossal ask in terms of Overhaul regaining his arms, because I don't think any hero, even Charmed or whatever, would help Overhaul get his arms back, because he is that much of a monster and he has caused so much damage that it would need there would need to be a miracle taking place for him to get his arms back. So I am kind of wondering if he's kind of regretting his actions and realizing his mentor was right, because we saw that brief bit of flashback in this episode where his mentor was like, we don't do this, and there's going to be a lot of regret now that he's not able to wake his father up, and this is not what his father would want, and now he's effectively killed him. So yeah, because he did look at him as a father, and he's effectively killed him when he didn't really want to kill him. He just wanted him to be put on the bench for now, and then wake him up when he would bring honor to the Yakuza. So, but there's going to be that reversed fortune. Rather than bringing honor, he's brought disgrace. He's killed the person that the only person that he really admired, if anything. And I mean, I say that like because him and Krona, yeah, like there was a nice relationship there, because I thought he made a nice comment calling him Kai, so I really thought that was cute for some reason. But you get what I mean. He looked up to him, so, and now he can't wake him up. So that's a bit poop, isn't it? Yeah, Deku as well. I'm really, really glad that Aizawa was there to erase Eri from potentially killing Deku, because we've seen how far her quirk can go. She doesn't mean to, of course, but like I said, her quirk is uncontrollable. So she just needs that time she just needs to develop, and she's only a band, so she's got a lot of time to develop. But yeah, I think Aizawa and teaching Eri would be really, really good, considering if she goes a bit too far, then he can be there to kind of help her out a bit. So I could see Aizawa helping Eri, and because he's got that warming touch as well. So yeah, I could see Aizawa teaching Eri. So I can see that happening. Shall we just address the elephant in the room? Nighteye. Oh boy, I was really, really hoping that he would survive, and yeah. Oh boy, Mirio was the one that really messed me up, in terms of emotions. Him coming in and Nighteye say he was proud of him, because at first he thought of him as a vessel to be the next holder for One for All. And you could see the fatherly bond he has with Mirio, and it was heartbreaking. And I'm glad that I really liked the touch that he performed one last foresight on Mirio. Not just that though, but we didn't get to see it. It doesn't need to be displayed. He just has faith that he's going to be the hero that he knows Nighteye knows that Mirio will be in terms of a successful hero, all that jazz. So yeah, and I'm really glad that he has come to peace with Deku and All Might. He doesn't resent either of them. So, and his final words were really, really powerful as well. It's sad because this season we've had Nighteye worried about seeing All Might on his deathbed. It's reversed, isn't it? Because All Might was yeah. Oh boy. But I did enjoy Night-Eye's theory. I don't believe it for 1 second, but he was talking about, the future's changed, and he was pondering about that, and he had his theory about the fact that everyone was so determined that their energy, that the energy managed to screw the timeline. I still believe that anything to do with what Eri is capable of, which is basically contrasting Nighteye, has an impact on the timeline, because time is like a big ball of wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. It's fragile, so anything like Eri's power can slightly tilt the timeline. So, but I think what Nighteye mentioned about everyone being so passionate in this mission does relate to Overhaul, because he was down for the count. Like, he was knocked out cold, but yet he still moved. And I think that was because when he was thinking back on his flashback, he was so passionate with his promise to the old man. So that was like the monster form saying, I need to live up to my promise to the only person that I look up to. And yeah, he was so determined. So I think that theory does place some relevancy to Overhaul, Overhaul's unconscious body moving. So yeah, but I'm really, that was really, really heartbreaking, that death. I was really hoping that Overhaul, that Nighteye would wing this. Yep. But that was a fantastic Fallout episode in terms of My Hero Academia. And I'm really excited to see what happens now that Overhaul is no longer ever going to be a threat, that the Heiseikai have basically been shut down. Mission accomplished. So, yeah. I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Media Feature channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I will see you guys next time. Toodles!